Welcome back, everybody. We did not drop off the planet. We've been busy. We have been distracted. We've had power outages. You can see our backup stuff there. We have fishing poles out we've been going through and getting ready to do some things with. And we have passenger princess, boat passenger princess, Miss Sonia. We've totaled up. We've totaled up our catches for the year to date so far. Now, I don't want to say we're done for the year,
Maybe.
but man, it's not looking good out there. We have a couple of good days next week forecast, but that can change any day this time of year. It's like I said, when we come out of the lake, when we pulled out the last time and looked around, I say this is the time of the year that you don't know when the weather's going to change. We literally went to bed one night, and that day was 80, beautiful. We got up the next morning, it was raining 50. It's been that off and on since. It's been windy. It's been cool with the wind. Too windy to get the boat out there. Now that last trip out, I didn't wet a line, and I didn't care. I had a good time. But at the same time, the captain of the boat stays kind of busy keeping the boat managed in winds. So, trying to keep from blowing in against shore and that sort of thing. But anyway, had a great time. So we hit that time of year, and Miss Sonia has come up with some totals. I've got the rough stuff here and our year-to-date stuff this year. There it is so far. Now I'll get a freeze shot up here and put it up. Hang on just a minute. So this is for 2023. We didn't do one last year, 2022.
No, we didn't do much fishing.
We didn't do much fishing. That'll be up on a graphic here at the end of the video. But anyway, we have our totals here. And there again, I'm not sure we're done fishing, but probably are. Yeah, I kind of had that feeling last time we took in out of the water. It's October in Ohio. You don't know what it's going to do. And literally, we went to bed, it was 80 that day, went to bed that night, got up the next day, it was 50 and windy and rainy, and it's been that off and on ever since.
It could start snowing and keep on snowing until January.
So, but anyway, dear, if you want to read that, we'll put the graphic up here so you can read along. Are you up for that, dear? You're grinning.
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
Basically, you won this year.
Well, and folks, there was 2 or 3 times I didn't fish. I don't care if the weather's good. There's days out there that I'm just as happy to lean back, prop my feet up, and just take in the day.
And yet you still win.
But, and how bad would it have been if I'd have fished all the time? But seriously, we'll put a freeze frame of this up here while she reads it. And we'll go through it because she's written it. We'll start here in her column and work our way down my column. Then we'll get to the totals in the bottom. How's that sound, dear?
I guess.
All right. But anyway, in case they can't read it, in the freeze and between the size of it and the writing and everything. So go ahead.
All right. Total catch from mine was 44 ounces, was 306.
Total ounces, but what I've
Total
done,
pounds was 19.12. Not weighed fish were 23 fish. Those are the little dinks.
These were small, not worth weighing.
The babies.
Yeah, you all seen those.
There's 23 babies. Total length was 34.5 feet. If you put them all back to back. As of how many fish with gills, the bluegills was 21. Crappies, I got 2. Bass, I got 2. And cats, I got 19.
That was 44?
44.
44, okay.
And
I'm checking my math here while you're doing that.
I had a feeling.
One last check before this goes out on the air.
His total catches were 47. His total ounces was 350. Total pounds was 21.87. No weight fish, the babies, was 24. Total length would be 37.81 feet back to back. His total catches were bluegills were 22. He had no crappie. Bass, he had 5. Yeah.
How many did you have?
But you didn't get no crappie.
How many bass did you have?
2.
And hers, I fish for bass.
And total cats was 20. One more than mine.
And
Let's see, the total caught number was 91.
total catches number, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Total weight was 40.99 pounds. That might have fed us for a month. Total weight, or total length, sorry, it's 868.75 inches.
Lip to tail, if
Lip
you
to
lined
tail.
them all up.
Total net weight was 47. 4 species of fish were caught: the gills, the crappie, the bass, and the channel cats.
There's something I didn't include in there because I stopped counting them. Did you get turtles this year?
We got so many turtles it wasn't funny. But yeah.
Between last year and this year, I counted a couple. Now last year, 2022 will be up in the graphic here, like I said at the end of this.
Yeah, we got a few turtles.
I got 1 or 2 down there, and I stopped counting them because they're not fish.
We probably have 5 or 6 turtles.
But anyway, there is our yearly totals.
The passes.
I'll put a quick graphic up with this, but she read the whole breakdown. Now I'm not going to put the whole breakdown in a graphic. Not a graphic, re-put the picture up here. And that was how many trips this year?
I think we had 16 on this one.
13.
13.
13 trips.
13. Sorry.
Now I'm going to put 2021's picture up here. It's a different color. I think it's orange. Matches her shirt there. Orange paper. So when you see that, that's 2021's to compare to this one. I think we had 19 trips that year altogether. You can see the difference in the two. Now this year, I was talking to somebody just a couple of days ago. It rained all the way up to June this year. It's rainy, miserable. It wasn't cool, but it was on the cool side for springtime. We didn't get out. I think July 4th was the first day we got out this year.
Yeah. We've seen pictures of it being flooded over there, too.
Yeah, and I've seen videos where water's up level with the docks, and we've had a lot of rain this spring, so we did get out, and this is 13 trips, and I believe 2021 was 19 trips, but our numbers were a lot greater than this. And that's why I'm going to put it up for comparison. Now, she said we could eat for about a month. Now, we've had a running joke forever. I don't know, ever. That, when we get done for the day, if we get skunked or close to it, well, we're going to go hungry tonight, or we're going to eat good tonight, that sort of thing. It's just a personal thing. We've done catch and cooks. Was really hoping to this year. I'll put up a picture here of what we're going to take and what we have taken. And we've taken this and not done any good. We've not taken this and done phenomenal. It had been a great catch and cook. You'd never know how it's going to go. And quite frankly, I'm just not going to carry it around every trip, let it lay in the blazer in the hot sun with that fuel bottle.
No.
Get back to your car, and then it be the rubber seals of the tank blow out and you have fuel everywhere, or the fumes, or you send it halfway to the moon if it ignites. But anyway, we will do a catch and cook. We have, there's one picture in our intro. She's standing there holding a string of large bluegill, a crappie or two, and a bass or two, catch and cook we done, and then said victims in the skillet frying up there. But our next, our next catch and cook is going to be lakeside, as this one was intended to be. We're not going to bring it home and do it. We're going to beach the boat, probably Squatch Point, and do a clean and cook. I don't know. We'll show the cleaning on YouTube. Now there's some conflicting things there. I've got a thing. There's been an update to their standards, their rules. Not allowed to butcher or clean or anything like that on video. A lot of people get around it by going black and white. A lot of people blur it out, and I've known a lot that don't do it. Now there's still a lot of people on there that does it. I don't know what the penalty is. Maybe they don't care. I'm not going to get penalties. I've got a warning once already.
Really?
Yeah, we got flagged once, and there was no penalty. It was a warning. I'm trying to remember what that was for. Was that when Abby hooked my arm?
Maybe.
I'm thinking it was about then. We was fishing, and little Miss Abby cast out there and hooked my arm. Had to cover that up. Something to do with blood was the warning, and I'm thinking that was it. But we got a warning, it was not a strike, but a warning. And I covered it over with a side face or something, but yeah, it was a blood warning, whatever it was. And that had to have been it. But yeah, she hooked me out in the arm over at the park. She cast there, and it felt like a hornet stung me in the arm. I looked down, and there was her hook and her rig hanging out my tricep there. She looked and seen it, and she ripped it out just as hard as she could, and it went flying. And she said, "It's okay, Papaw, I got it out," and went on about her fishing. I'm sitting there, woo! But that's as sure as that went down. She looked around there, realized what she had done, yanked on that thing. "It's okay, Papaw, I got it out." But anyway, we'll do the catch and the cook part lakeside. Like I said, yeah, I done got one warning, and it was a blood warning, and I'm thinking that was it. A lot of people do. That's up to them. If they jump off a cliff, that don't mean I'm going to follow them and do it. They do them, I'll do us. So, but anyway, there's our yearly totals. If we get out again this year, there'll be some video up. Now, not long ago, since we've lived here, we was down on the riverbank fishing Christmas Day because it was 60 degrees, if you remember. 60 degrees on Christmas Day. We done had dinner at the daughters. They had other side of the family commitments, and we was just shook loose. We had all the leftovers we wanted. We wasn't deprived. We wasn't neglected on Christmas Day. We went fishing. But you never know what the weather's going to hold and when we're going to take a moment to get out. So anyway, here's the totals as it is so far. So stay with us, everybody. We'll be back. Did I say we had power outages and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Coleman lantern. We have battery lanterns. We have the LED lights that goes in the tent. Had them out. Abby had her own. We had the walkie-talkies out for emergency use only. And of course, everything was an emergency to her during these outages. So anyway, we will see you all next time, folks, and stay with us. We appreciate you joining us, and thanks to all the subscribers and all the viewers. Stay with us, everybody.
Aye.